It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Packers and the Lions coming up next.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He'll find Moreau here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man is Noah Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
23 yards on the play.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Callaway.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Callaway. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle they go. Buckley. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Looking to throw. Callaway. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they'll walk him back half the distance. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
To throw on third down, Callaway. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
Finding space at the 40.
Past the 20.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
That A time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw on second down, Callaway. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Buckley.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
A first carry now. This is Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This pass complete to Reynolds.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Callaway
targets and finds Reynolds once more.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds there to make the grab.
And the Lions have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And think about the strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Callaway.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Open man right side is St. Brown. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 29, Rodgers. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
No shortage of aggressive moves to run that ball. Now it's halfway to the century line. And they're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They'll run on first down. Buckley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Callaway. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Rodgers now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Rodgers again now. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
In fact, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd down now, Buckley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw, Callaway. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rodgers going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing away at the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this one too low. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to...
Touchdown, Packers! DeMarcus Robinson. 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
On 1st and 10, Callaway.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Callaway.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Now another timeout called for by the offense with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Kenny Pickett leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Steps away to his left.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gets past one man, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake. Callaway. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, Buckley, and it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick a
blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Callaway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Rodgers now on first down.
It falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got some space here. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On third down, here's Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's complete over the middle to Anderson.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Callaway. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far.
They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And will be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.